Welcome back for the middle period here in Brantford. 2-2 between the Brantford Titans and Pelham Panthers. No carryover penalties into the middle frame as Stippen sends it through the middle. That's off of Scriven's stick and just past the near post. Krall fires one. That one gets blocked. It might have hit Stippen in the slot area. Bouncing puck. Scriven tried to find Arrejado, but it's sent the other way. Gaudry. That hit the far post past the blocking hand of James Gall. It remains 2-2. So that's an eventful 40 seconds to start the middle frame. Scriven in over the Pelham line. Pass didn't have enough on it to Stippen, so it's poked in behind that Pelham net. Christie grabs it just inside his own line, chips it to the neutral zone. Santos Stefano kicked at it. Aiden Krall had to chip it past Jack Havers. And it bounces off the glove of Edgecombe. Poked by Gauthier. Kim LeMay had to go off Gauthier. Now Wicklander shoots, and that stopped. Got a second shot off as well, and that was turned aside too. As we have a penalty upcoming. Referee's arm is in the air. It'll be a rough that is called. And the Titans to an early power play in this second period. Off the face-off, Wicklander goes up top to the line. Karmanov quarterbacking the power play. He'll fire one, and that gets over top of the cage, and it bounced out to the side, and now the Panthers will clear it. Karmanov out of his own zone will drop it for Capel, who gets it to Wicklander. Wicklander got past Poirier but lost the puck, and the Panthers fire it down again as they'll try to get that top unit out for the back half of this power play. Hill for roughing at 120. Gauthier, who has the equalizer, scored it shorthanded in the second half of that first period. Karmanov at the line. Fires a low shot. That misses the net, and it bounces to the side. Chamberlain was there, but it's covered by Edgecombe, and a face-off upcoming. Christie will come on for Karmanov. That'll be the only change for the Titans on the power play. Hunks with a pair. Bailey Reed and Gauthier, the two for the Titans. Hunks' first goal on the power play. Gauthier's was scored shorthanded. Other two came 5-on-5. Stippen back to Christie. Back to Adam Stippen. He'll keep the puck just alive at the blue line. Lipinski tried to take it away. Couldn't do so. Chamberlain to Quinton Kim LeMay. Switches with Christie. Christie will shoot one off a stick and out of play, which we'll have to find a way to change the scoring from Brantford's first goal on Thursday because Stippen did not touch it. Got confirmation from the coaching staff afterwards. I'm not 100% sure who does that. We'll figure it out. We'll be all right. But there's a little controversy on who scored that goal. It went down as Stippen on the redirect, but it is in fact Christie's first GOHL goal. Again, that was the one that opened the scoring against the Caledonia Corvairs. That pass off the stick, Christie moving in. Shooting lane got blocked, and then fresh out of the box was Hill. And an odd man rush the other way for the Panthers with Christie the lone man back. There's a shot in, Gall makes the save. Lipinski fired it right into the midsection of Gall. And play stopped. Capel up the right side as Matthew Onu gets knocked down. Lee now ahead. As we're Cholaz with him, Lee decides to go to that far circle. That's Sarabando that was there. It rolled off of his stick. Owen bumps his man. It rolls towards the circle. Mulholland now in behind his own cage. Will take a little bit of a breather and get a breakout started. Mulholland has to stop though. Off a stick, right to Capel. Capel quickly back to Calway. Who has to come to Hayden Mulholland. Calway. Pass off a stick. Sarabando will go for a change after getting a piece of the puck. It'll be chipped down into the Panthers zone. Poirier all the way across to the far corner. Chamberlain forcing a turnover. He'll fire one. And Edgecombe got it. And he keeps this game at 2-2, 13 seconds away from the 5-minute mark of the second period. Still 2-2. Between the Titans and Panthers, first meeting of the season. Titans looking to extend their win streak to 3. Panthers looking to win back-to-back games. And Bailey Reed will get kicked out of the face-off circle. Chamberlain in for him. It's one forward by the Panthers, and the puck is on edge, just rolling down to the near corner to our right. Aiden Krall in his second game with the Titans after being acquired from the Cambridge Redhawks. Gained the red line, sent it off a stanchion and right in behind the cage. Chamberlain comes to Krall. Krall towards the net, that's off a leg, and it ricochets to the far corner. Reversed for Hill. He's held along the wall by Santo Stefano. And now Hunks will stop. I don't know if he fanned on the pass, faked the pass. He's probably going to say he faked the pass. Rolled around. Gall got it as Hunks was in on the forecheck. Now he's going to come off. And now it rolls down and icing charged to the Titans. Brantford in the middle of a 4 out of 5 at home stretch. The lone road game coming up Thursday evening at Mountain Arena in Hamilton against the Kilty Bees. 7:07 start. Love to roll into Hamilton, winners of 3 straight. Got a ton of time still to go. 34-21 in regulation. Knocked down by a high stick, but it's touched again by Krall, so we play on. Sanita along the wall, decides to leave the party. Krall poked it free. Chase Bailey Reed goes up against Sanita on the far side. Bailey Reed knocked him down. Crosswell had to go off of his glove. Poked ahead to Chamberlain, and he sends it in the rest of the way. Titans will get a change. Top line out in Wicklander, Kim LeMay, and Gauthier as Christie stepped up to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Christie tried to find Kim LeMay. That's off a stick and bounces to the wall. Backhand pass down low for Gauthier. He finds Wicklander and he scores! Wicklander's 4th of the season as he was left alone in front and just snuck it through. Titans lead for the first time today. It's 3-2. An even strength goal for the Titans has them ahead. Looked like Gauthier and Kim LeMay will pick up the assist. We'll confirm that in a matter of moments. Karmanov in the near corner. Tried to poke it ahead to Gauthier, but Karmanov got knocked down. Sharp angle try is hung on to by Gall. And play is stopped. Face-off coming up in Titan territory. Karmanov off the draw will backhand one to Quinton Kim LeMay. He stopped, tried to find Wicklander, didn't have enough on the backhand though. Off a skate, right to Karmanov. Quinton Kim LeMay goes off the boards, just ahead of Wicklander. Lipinski poked it back onto the Titan side of center. Cunningham Lukes threw it through the middle. It hit a leg and then came off the glass. Gets a deflection. That goes wide. Lipinski down low. Lost the puck. Gauthier through the middle. Over the Titan logo. Sends it to Wicklander. Wicklander rubbed out of the play. Gauthier followed up though. And it's poked to the near wall. Just under 12 and a half to go in the second. Karmanov. Can't tell if he kept it alive. I'm going to say he didn't. It looks like they're on the wrong side of the blue line. And to everybody in there, good luck trying to get it away from him. Referees just blow things dead, so a neutral zone draw upcoming. It is confirmed Wicklander from Gauthier and Kim LeMay. Wicklander's 4th goal of the year. Gauthier with assist number 7, and Quinton Kim LeMay is team leading at 15th assist. Poirier couldn't clear it. Stippen tried to quickly move it across as Arrogato was wide open. And now Arrogato got a piece of it just inside the line. Mentioned Christie grabbing his first goal in the Greater Ontario Hockey League on Thursday. Arrogato did as well. As he fired a shot from the slot area past Maverick Fletcher. Ended up being the game winner in a 6-5 win. Coway has to retreat, but it's knocked off the glass past him, and it's a hand pass as McLeish and Hunks tried to create an odd man rush. 11:21 to go in the second period. Titans on top by 1. Saw 4 goals combined in that first period. Just Wicklander's goal so far here in period 2. Matthew Owen and Wercholaz exchange hacks. Krall goes over to Christie. He'll bank it off the boards for Aiden Krall, who has a bit of time to think about what he wants to do. He'll come out from behind his own net, exit his zone, across to Christie, tried to go skate to stick, but it was just ahead of the blade. And now he'll keep it alive. Knock it down, middle to Capel, who fires, save made, rebound is grabbed by Christie. As he sends it in deep, Owen tries a backhander, that gets blocked right to Capel, who gets a couple of whacks at it, but Edgecombe makes a couple of saves. Owen back to Christie. Christie fires, and that is into the chest, that big P on the jersey for Edgecombe, and no rebound allowed with a ton of traffic in front. Shot advantage in the second period, heavily favoring the Titans, 11-2 after it being 20-11 in the first period. Titans firing on all cylinders right now, only allowing 2 at one end and sending 11 at Edgecombe. Bailey Reed tries to get another, but that misses. And then it just rolls to the side of the crease. Hill was there, but having to get on top of it was Liam Edgecombe before any more traffic arrived. Marconi in behind, gets held by Hill, and Hill's going to get called for that penalty. So a delayed call against the Titans will put the Panthers on the man advantage, unless they do score, of course. Marconi has to stop. Bailey Reed was watching him, so he'll just take his time and leave it for McLeish. Dragusica. As it rolls to the side of the cage, and there will be no power play. Gall got way out of position as the Panthers threw it back in front, and the entire 4x6 was open. So with the extra attacker on, Panthers tie the game. It's 3-3. It's Sanita finishing things off. 8 seconds past the midway mark of regulation. Sanita from McLeish and Lipinski. All three guys connecting on the equalizer as we have a puck out of play into the Titans bench. McLeish having an extended conversation with the linesman, Scott McTrack. McLeish loses that draw to Wicklander. Callaway at the red line, sends it in. Poirier got there first, lost the handle though. Kim LeMay centered it. It deflects to Mulholland. Quinton Kim LeMay tried to throw it to the middle. That gets blocked. Right back to Mulholland. Back to Kim LeMay. In the middle, he got the deflection, but it's kicked aside. That was Gauthier looking for goal number 2 on the afternoon. Kim LeMay to Gauthier. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. And the Panthers come the other way as Hunks leads the rush. He's all alone in the offensive zone and deep. Back to the line. Santo Stefano couldn't keep it in. So now out to stop it is Edgecombe. Wicklander, spin around backhand pass to the middle is intercepted, taken the other way. Crosswell, the pass back to the middle, but getting tied up was Havers, and the Titans come the other way. Scriven up the right side. Still got possession of the puck. Christie steps up, and now he'll have to quickly retreat. Arrogato, nice job to pick that off. Read the pass perfectly. Arrogato shoots one, save made, and knocked to the corner. In behind Scriven. Had Stippen there, but the pass hit the side of the net. Crawl. Off of Sanita's stick. It'll bounce towards the net. Edgecombe out of position, and that allows Arrogato to tuck it home. Goals in back-to-back games for Ethan Arrogato, and the Titans regain the lead. It's 4-3. Just an odd sequence. And now we've got a broken stick on the Pelham bench as Lucas Santos Stefano is visibly frustrated after that. Edgecombe went out to try and glove the puck. I'm not really sure why, as there was a ton of traffic in front. There were a whole lot of things that could have gone wrong there, and well, one of them did. Arrogato at the side just tucked it past the defender's stick and Edgecombe to put his team in front. Fired wide by Cunningham Lukes. Own gets knocked down. Thankfully, Capel was there to grab the puck. Capel looks across, gives it to Cunningham Lukes. He'll fire one. That is blocked out in front. Sent off the boards. Cunningham Lukes did a nice job, and that is offside as Papel just whacked at the puck. 7:07 left in the second. Chamberlain, Gauthier, centered by Quinton Kim LeMay for the draw. Poked into the Titan zone. Karmanov with the long reach, able to stop that rush. Lipinski in down low, has to battle the official along with a couple of Titans. 3 Titans in the corner against 2 Panthers. Or could we say 4 Titans, because Karmanov technically counts as 2. Either way, the puck made its way into the Panthers zone. Edge come out to play it. It will slide all the way to the neutral zone. Karmanov near side at the red line, sends it to the far corner as him and came together. Karmanov checks the stick, make sure it's all good to go. Calway on for him. Mulholland has to go down and block the pass, and then a shot goes high, and it comes all the way around the boards and out to the Panthers zone. Five minutes, 40 seconds to play, period 2. That pass is off of Poirier. Matthew Owen rushing in. Poked away from him. Capel in the area as well. Shot gets blocked, goes in behind James Gall. Gavin Christie bumps his man. McLeish net front for the Panthers. Hunks will go to McLeish, who moved in behind. And he gets bumped by Calway. And then Hunks tried to bump Calway, and number 5 in white said, nice try. Hill at the line. Looks to shoot, doesn't have a lane though, so forced to go in behind. In the far corner, Gaudry to the middle. Had it poked away for a second. Lee now up to Hill, who shoots one. Gall was there, and the rebound is sent down into Panther territory with 4:40 to play in the second. 2 aside in the Titan zone. Lee off a stick and off the glass. To the line, Marconi all the way across. Hill whacked at it. Arrogato down low to Christie. Christie has Kral, who has a bit of real estate. Off the stick of Scriven, in past Marconi. Stippen fired it off a stick. Christie hustling after it. Into the corner, bouncing puck. It's pinned against the wall by Sanita. Freed up now, top of the circle. There's a shot by Lee and handled by Gall. Once again, in down low in the Titans' end. Pass intended for Sanita, wasn't even close to number 9 in green. Dragusica. Lee all the way across. Marconi lost the handle, so he had to circle back. It'll be rimmed around the wall. That hit a stick, went in behind, off of Sanita's stick, and Titans will look to clear. Wicklander couldn't get it out, though. Christie tries a chip shot, doesn't work. Actually looked more like a flop shot. Try and get over the bunker and onto the green. Titans do finally get a clear. With 3 minutes and change left in this middle period, Titans still on top by 1. It's 4-3. Pass off the stick of Quinton Kim LeMay. Lipinski got in his way. And now he's got it. Off of Karmanov's leg. Lipinski again. Couldn't handle the puck. So now Cunningham Lukes has some time to move it ahead to Gauthier. Gauthier stops. Saw a man coming. That was Jacob And Poirier lost an edge. Here's Karmanov. Karmanov on the left circle. Tried to center the puck, but it got blocked. Probably want to shoot it in that situation. but it tried to get the pass through, as it would have been a tap-in for sure on that far side. So you could understand the thinking there from Karmanov. Karmanov right in front of Gall, able to get it pass, and then a wraparound try is stopped. That was McLeish trying to stuff it in, much like Arejato's goal. Shot gets blocked, goes in behind. McLeish again. Gaudry, Hill. Marconi shoots one, and that'll ricochet to the wall. Kim LeMay had his clearing attempt stopped. Pelham with all kinds of pressure, looking for the equalizer. The $1:36 to go in the second. Wicklander will chip it out to center. Santo Stefano tries to quickly move the other way, but the Panthers very slowly changing. So he had to wait way longer than he wanted to. Sanita fires it wide. Santo Stefano grabs it at the far point. Pass was blocked as that hit Cunningham Lukes. Hill. Santo Stefano shoots again. That's over top. Hill at the line. Pass Wercholaz. Sent in by Santo Stefano. Sanita in the corner. The tired Titans group right now. Panthers looking to get even. Hill across Marconi. Shoots one. That gets blocked. Wercholaz. In deep below the goal line. Karmanov looks to clear. Can't do it. Wercholaz. Dragusica shoots one. Gall the save. Tried to deflect it into the netting, but couldn't get it high enough. Karmanov's got to watch the stick in front as that got high on Sanita. Cunningham Lukes fired it around, and it still stays in the zone with 8 seconds left. Dragusica. 1 second left, and a penalty upcoming on the play. There was a Panther changing right where the puck was. I didn't really understand that. As Karmanov is down on the ice. Gall was down as well as the buzzer expired. Now the linesman's on top of Karmanov. Buckets on the ice. That is an unhappy Robbie Dragusica. Penalties for sure. Misconducts likely. As Dragusica celebrates being down a goal after 40 minutes. And there is a yard sale deep in the Titan zone at the end of the second period. Karmanov back to his feet. Matthew Owen as well. He was the other man to lose his bucketing glove. Still has one on, one off. Weird flex. But the referees are going to have a probably lengthy discussion before they exit the playing surface. Stippen and McLeish will stay behind to get an explanation. But for us, we will step aside for the second intermission, and when we come back, penalties for sure. We'll let you know about it for the third after this. Welcome back inside the Wayne Gretzky Sports Center as we begin period number 3. It will be a Pelham power play. After all the shenanigans at the end of the second period, the Panthers go to the power play to start the third. Titans lead at 4-3 as we get this third and final frame underway. Penalties to Jackson Cunningham-Lukes, 2 minutes for holding. That is the penalty that's on the clock. And then the next two minors are offsetting. So James Gall gets 2 for roughing, and Ryan Wircholaz gets 2 for roughing. Matthew Owen gets 5 in a game for fighting, and Robbie Dragusica 5 in a game for fighting. Pelham on the power play to start the third period. Chamberlain tried to step up, but he was surrounded by McLeish as he circles back. Havers at the line, will get the pass back, top of the circle, had it blocked by Quinton Kim LeMay. And now Havers will stay in that spot to try to keep it alive. Kim LeMay fighting for it, Gaudry there as well. And it's poked out to the neutral zone and into Pelham territory. Panthers do have a power play goal in this hockey game. That was the first goal of the afternoon. Panthers led 1-0. Titans came back to tie it 1-1. Panthers then went up 2-1. Titans came back to tie it 2-2, and that is how we ended the first. To the second, Titans would take a 3-2 lead. Panthers would tie it. And then the Titans would regain the 1-goal lead, and that's how the first 40 minutes of play ended. 10 seconds left in the minor penalty to number 10, Jackson Cunningham-Lukes, as Sanita threw it through the blue paint. One last clear, and the first 2 minutes washed off the board here in Brantford. That is another successful kill for the Brantford Titans. That's dropped back. Fired in by Hill. Mulholland hangs out behind Gall. Hunks will chase after him. Mulholland got checked though. Pass out in front. Big save by Gall as Hunks looking for goal number 3 on the afternoon. Up ahead, just out of the reach of Scriven. Back to the neutral zone. Hunks with it as he got bumped by Chase Bailey Reed. Lee fires one, blocker save by Gall. Lee with a backhander. That's off the skate of Mulholland. Scriven sends it all the way around. Stippen will get there first, as him and Lee couldn't find the puck, and thankfully Jackson Cunningham-Lukes did and chipped it out to Alford. Stippen goes down just over 3 minutes into the third. Lipinski's pass picked off. Kept it at the line momentarily by Marconi. Lipinski now. Pass off the skate of Cunningham-Lukes and past Marconi. And Stippen will come to the bench, and the Titans will finish the change. Line of Capel, Papel, and Chamberlain, as Owen received a 5 in a game for fighting at the end of the second period. Capel in behind the goal. On his backhand. Has to go to the line. Christie's drive is off a leg. Across to Crawl. Papel gets it behind the net. Looks to throw it out in front. That got blocked. Capel back to Christie. To Crawl. To Capel. Pad save. Rebound was there, but Chamberlain was tied up and couldn't get a shot off. And the Panthers chip it down. It will not have enough for icing as Crawl is back and the Panthers will change. Approaching 4.5 gone in the third. Christie in the far corner. Tried to kick at it. Didn't get much on it. Gauthier now will give it to Gavin Christie. Back to Mateo Gauthier. Quentin Kim LeMay ahead to Gauthier on the left side. Mateo Gauthier with a shorthanded goal in the game. Lost it in his feet and now is tied up below the Panther goal line. And the Panther captain, McLeish, out to center. Crawl took care of Crosswell, who lost his stick. Kim LeMay now, 4 Titans ahead. Kim LeMay looked to pass but lost the handle. Christie, who joined the rush, now has the puck. Up top, Karmanov. He'll shoot one, and that misses the net and goes off the glass. Wicklander over to Karmanov. Another drive, and that is held on to by Edgecombe. Titans out shooting the Panthers by fairly large margin, 37-23. It was 35-21 after 40 minutes. Off the draw, that's Arrogato backhanding one deep. Zimmerman found a teammate, and now it'll be chipped past Hunks, and that is icing against Pelham. This is one of 6 games around the Greater Ontario Hockey League here on this Saturday, October 25th. The last Saturday of October. It was in the feet of a couple of players. Scriven was there. We'll let you know what's coming up tonight around the GOHL in just a moment. Shot goes high off the stick of Havers. Bouncing puck. Stays in the Titan zone for a second, but now Arrogato skates ahead with Calway, who was in the middle. Puck comes all the way around, and it's back out into the Titan zone. Karmanov trying to settle it down. Will go in behind James Gall. Gaudry on the forecheck. Karmanov tried to one-hand it out, but Lee's stick got in the way. Stippen near side to Scriven. Scriven gets knocked down against the wall, and then Arrogato hits his man. And now lays another hit near side. That was Havers. Lee over the Titan line into the glove of Gall, and he'll hang on. 13-19 left in the third period. 4-3 Titans. Coming up at 4, this game getting moved up. There's some big baseball game in Toronto or something tonight. The Fort Erie Meteors welcome the Kamoka Kings. That is a 4 o'clock start in Fort Erie. And then your normally timed programming. Air Centennials will visit the Cambridge Redhawks at Galt Arena Gardens. That is a 7 o'clock start. And then Welland will visit Caledonia. That starts at 7:30. St. Mary's and London will do battle at the Western Fair. Also getting underway just after 7:30 Eastern. And to wrap things up, LaSalle and Strathroy. That is also a 7:30 start. That shot just wide of the cage. Chamberlain received it on the far side of the net, but couldn't whack it in. It's now chipped down into the near corner. Mulholland had to quickly move it. Alford got it away from Capel, and then Capel gets drilled with a dump in. So the face-off will be at center ice. Or the neutral zone, should say, right in front of the Titans bench. McLeish and Kim LeMay on the face-off. It'll be the Titans controlling. Christie over to Aiden Krall. Gauthier chips it for Kim LeMay. That's off of Wicklander. Titans are offside. As Gauthier tags up, goes in on the attack. Pass off the stick of Alford. McLeish takes it away from Christie and tries to cut to the middle. That was interrupted. Bouncing puck. Rolls to the corner. Christie gets stood up by Crosswell. And now Gauthier took it from Zimmerman. Wicklander tried to give it to Kim LeMay, but he fanned on the pass, and McLeish takes it the other way. Crosswell got stopped by Christie. Wicklander at the blue line has Gauthier along with Kim LeMay. Gauthier from the left circle, and that is up into the netting and out of play. The face-off will stay inside. It'll be on the blocking side of Liam Edgecombe. Titans back in action after this one on Thursday. It's a road contest. We're actually not back here for a couple of weeks. It'll be the second Saturday of November that the Titans return home to the Gretzky Center. Quiet week next week, a Thursday game in Hamilton. That's it. Scriven got hit by Santo Stefano as he tried to enter the zone. Pinball in the neutral zone results in the puck going down to the Panther goal line. Pass off a stick in behind the cage. Stippen was there, tried to find Capel. It ricochets to Calway. Calway to Stippen. Chamberlain fresh off the bench. He'll get the puck now. He'll turn and rim it around the boards out of the reach of Capel. So Stippen races across. Couldn't get to the puck. And now it finds Chamberlain, who had to turn around. Santo Stefano in front of the Titans bench, dumps it in. Gall out to stop it. Wyatt Calway goes to Karmanov. Backhander off the wall to Stippen. Chamberlain following up, has Capel with him. Two Titans ahead. Chamberlain to the corner. Had to stop. Capel there. Kicked it towards the boards again. 2-on-2 battle along the far side. 20 seconds away from the midway mark of the third. Titans still on top by 1. Marconi enters the zone, looks to the middle, doesn't have anybody to pass it to, so it just gets deflected. Avers. Now Capel will chip it out to the neutral zone. Zimmerman right back in. Karmanov got it away from Wersholaz. Papel into the offensive zone. Gauthier was there too as Karmanov tried to step up. 3-on-3 in the Titan zone. Wersholaz's pass. That was off of Gauthier. Gauthier doing it all himself in the offensive zone as Kim LeMay coming. Kim LeMay tries a quick shot and that one stopped. Gauthier around Havers as he gets taken down. Penalty upcoming to the Panthers. Out in front. Now that's Mulholland, excuse me. Mulholland's shot was blocked. Sends it back to the line. There's an errant stick there. Got a deflection as Cunningham Lukes fired it through. It's hung on to by Edgecombe, but the Brantford Titans are headed back to the power play as Jack Havers heads to the box for a trip. It'll be the second unit to start for the Titans. Again, coming into play, 5th best power play in the Eastern Conference at 22.7. Karmanov at the line, goes to Capel, who has Wicklander. Wicklander will switch with Capel. Gives it to Karmanov. Karmanov shoots one, and Turned aside. Panthers try to clear, can't do it. Wicklander shoots one. That one will miss. And it's up and out of play. Gauthier, Stippen, Kim LeMay, along with Chamberlain and Christie, who's the lone defenseman. Pelham will win the face-off, and they'll get a clear. Just over 8.5 to go in the third, a minute and a half left in the Havers minor for tripping. Christie gains center, wanted to drop it back, decided to hang on to it. Smart move. All the way around, Chamberlain stops it in the corner. Gives it to Quinton Kim LeMay. Back to Chamberlain. Gauthier's got it at the right point. Gauthier looking for an option. Gives it to Christie, who one times one high. Right back to Gauthier. Puck's bouncing. Christie kept it alive. Just momentarily, though, as it's back out and down into the Titans zone. Christie back to retrieve it with 50 seconds left on the power play. Christie through the middle. Over the Panther line. Got stopped immediately. Stippen got some help from Chamberlain. But it didn't last too long in the offensive zone as it's sent back down. Gauthier watched by Gaudry. Gavin Christie drops it for Gauthier to Kim LeMay. Kim LeMay enters the zone on the right wing side with 15 seconds left in the power play. Kim LeMay gave it to Gauthier, who lost the handle, and the Panthers get another clear, and that will do it for the power play. Santo Stefano in the middle, McLeish. Gauthier taking it the other way. Reinforcements coming in Papel, but just a little bit too late as Gauthier was checked. And here comes Havers fresh out of the box. Havers with a backhander, Gall the save. Papel collects the rebound. Tries to backhand one to Karmanov. Getting a piece of it, though, was Havers. And then he got knocked down by Karmanov. Zimmerman to McLeish, who tried to chip it in. It's poked past Scriven. Puck's up in the air, knocked down by Zimmerman. Poked away from Capel, but right to Aiden Krall. Krall off the wall. Got it past Sarah Bando. And the puck found number 12 in green again. Krall with a backhander to Wicklander. His pass was off a skate. Right in front of that Titans bench. Sarah Bando to Sanita. Panthers are offside, so it's just fired right in on Gall. He'll leave it for Karmanov. Backhander ahead to Capel. Nice stick lift, got it out to center as Karmanov tried to get away. 5:38 to go in the third. 4-3 Titans lead. Wicklander tied up at the side of the cage, fighting for the puck. Gets bumped a couple of times. Stippen came in a little bit late, and the puck was freed up. Sarah Bando lost it. Sanita into the offensive zone. Save made by Gall on the weak shot. Sent all the way around. Sanita again. Sanita looked out front, didn't have a passing lane, so he just sent it down low to Wursholaz. Stippen tried to find Wicklander, did so. And now it's Stippen again, just outside his own blue line, over the red line and into the Panthers zone. He was met by a couple of green jerseys and goes to the ice with 4 3/4 minutes to go in the third. Gall out to play it, rims it around. Alford fresh off the bench had banged his stick on the ice looking for the puck. It never came there. And then Arrogato just chipped it down on goal, and he goes off on a change. Alford again. from the circle. Save made by Gall, and he's going to get the loose puck before anybody in green got there. Pretty good bodyguard in front of him at 7 feet tall. So play is stopped with 4:20 to go. A very quick moving third period so far. We have seen 0 goals. Saw 7 combined through the first 40 minutes. As Karmanov goes back to Mulholland. His pass off the stick of Gaudry. Papel up the wall off of Capel. Zimmerman got the loose puck and then sort of sent it back in the area of Marconi and Lee, but both of them didn't pick it up. So it was left to his defense by Edgecombe. Under 4 to play. Lee gained the red line, sent it right to Karmanov, who sent it off the wall as it was deflected down, so no icing. Marconi will hang out behind Edgecombe. Lee through the middle off of Gaudry's stick and into the offensive zone. Mulholland will use the net as a shield, get it up to Papel. Papel through the middle. Chamberlain couldn't handle the pass as the puck bounced on him as it went right to Marconi. Hunks in his own zone. Hunks with 2 in the game. Marconi tried to find Hunks again, but the stick of Mulholland got in the way. Up to the blue line. Scriven got knocked down. A little bit of a suey, but he'll be all right. Arrogato now cutting to the middle. He'll shoot one just wide as he was looking for goal number 2 in the game. Just under 3 minutes to go. That one sent in by Aiden Krall off the glove hand of the goaltender Edgecombe. McLeish will hustle after it. Krall got there first, rimmed it around where Christie chased after it. Gavin Christie knocked down. Freed up in the middle. Stippen, nice job coming back to interrupt that pass. Christie again goes off the glass. Santo Stefano keeps it alive away from Arrogato. Sharp angle try. Gall makes the save, and then Christie takes Jack Havers out of the play. Battle in the corner. 2 1/4 left in the third. Krall and Scriven there for the Titans. It's McLeish and Sanita for the Panthers, and Christie hovering. Havers hovering too, but it's McLeish coming out with the puck with exactly 2 minutes to go. Edgecombe still in the net. Backhanded outside the blue line, so the Panthers will have to tag up. Titans got 1 fresh body on, that's Quinton Kim LeMay. And Edgecombe looking to the bench. He's out of the blue paint, but not one coach on the Panthers bench is looking at their goaltender. Scriven up that left side. Gains the red line, will send it just wide of the cage. Have to imagine he's gone with the rush. So Liam Edgecombe gave a little bit of a nod to the bench. Hand in the air, and they're waving him over. Net is empty. 6-on-5 advantage for the Panthers. That extra man is Sanita, but it's going to bounce past Poirier out to the neutral zone. Poirier sends it back to Zimmerman, has Poirier and gives it to him with Gauthier on the forecheck. Bouncing puck in the Titan zone. Panthers settle it down. Hunks from the line. Not much of a deflection, and Kim LeMay just chips it out to center. Never want to ice it in a situation like this. 38 seconds left. Hunks gets stopped. Gauthier reached for the puck, couldn't get it. Gall out to play it, got it away from McLeish. Karmanov, good luck trying to get it from him. Poked all the way across. Poirier stops it at the right point. Sent down low off of McLeish's stick. Wicklander tries to chip it out. Papel with a extra effort, couldn't get it out. Now the puck is rolling, and it is in the net. With 7.9 to go, the Titans lead by 2, and they are going to win their 3rd straight. You don't need to shoot the puck 100 miles an hour to find the back of the cage as it rolled pretty well halfway down, a little bit more than halfway down the ice to give the Titans a 5-3 lead and a 5-3 win. As it's dumped in by the Panthers, they lose their third straight on the road and drop to 8-6 on the season. The Titans now winners of 4 of their last 5 and are 4-8-2 on the season.